Welcome to the Breastfeeding Monitoring System, created to help you follow up your breastfeeding pattern and detect early breastfeeding problems. This tutorial will cover how to use the basic functions of the system, including how to add, view, and modify entries, deal with notifications, as well as modify your account information. Add, modify, view, entry. Here is where you are going to add all information regarding your breastfeeding. To access this web page, just click the link on the menu that says Add Entry. You will notice that there are 4 tabs: Breastfeeding, Supplement, Output, and Health Issues. The Breastfeeding tab is the most important one. You will need at least 4 entries per day. Otherwise, you will be contacted by our lactation consultant. Here you can input information such as breastfeeding duration, latching problems, supplementation, pumping, and nipple or breast problem. We will fill out a sample entry. We will input the time of your last breastfeed 2 hours ago and state the duration and side. All the options are selected from drop-down lists. Since it was a natural breastfeeding session, I don't need to add information regarding pumping. I do have to input that there were no maternal problems in the state of my child. My child was active and I have no problems. As you can see, I got a blue confirmation message that everything was fine. Sometimes, because of some internal error or lack of input of all necessary information, a yellow box will appear alerting you that the entry was not added successfully. This time, I'm going to input information regarding my last breastfeeding session, which was 5 minutes ago. This time, a red bar appeared at the top. This means that our program found a potential problem with your last breastfeed and the lactation assistant has been informed. Additionally, you should have received an email on some tips to improve the session and time. Below the notification, we see again a blue bar appears on the top telling you that you have just successfully added a breastfeeding entry. You can double-click on Full Message to view the full information about the entry you just added. You can also modify this entry by clicking the Modify at the bottom of the message. Now you can modify the entry. The values you inputted appear by default. It was actually a little longer than 1 to 2 minutes. So I will select a better duration option. After you make your changes, modify, click Modify to submit. Again, a confirmation message will be displayed in a blue or yellow box, depending on whether it was a successful entry. You can also view previews entries at the View Diary page. Just click the View Diary on the menu. Here you can view previous entries. You can select a date range and then submit. Then, in the lower part, you could see a table showing the entries within the date range you chose. You can view 4 types of entries. Simply click on the tab to switch between them. You can also modify entries from the View Diary page. However, you can modify entries that were made up to 48 hours ago. When an entry is modifiable, the background color will be white and you will have a Modify button at the right end of the entry.